Have you been waiting on a stimulus check to hit your bank account? Have you been wondering if your state is actually sending out those payments and when are they coming? Well guys, this video is loaded with information that you have been waiting for. You don't have to go search for it because it's all right here, and this is a video that you do not want to miss. Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to a stimulus show that keeps you updated on all of the information that is coming out every single day. We look at every single state in the United States that is providing some sort of stimulus check rebate, from a child tax credit to a stimulus rebate to homeowners or renters property tax. We keep you updated on all this information. And not only that, but we like to do a ton of giveaways just to show that we appreciate you guys for watching and supporting this channel. We're doing a $250 giveaway for 2 lucky subscribers, and guys, we are getting close to hitting our 70,000 subscriber goal. And once we do that, then I'll do a random selector for 2 lucky subscribers to win that $250. But not only that, we want to give you a free meal on True Life, giving you $25 to one of these 3 restaurants of your choice. 4 lucky subscribers get to pick one restaurant of their choice, and we will cover their bill up to $25. Guys, we love you, we appreciate you, and all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. So stimulus news is by far super important to those who need financial relief. If you've been dealing with inflation, then smash that like button and let us know that inflation just hasn't been a good thing, and many people know that. But yet again, the federal government, the Senate, and Congress haven't really sent checks out to Americans. But what is very disappointing is that they seem to send money to other countries, which doesn't really make any sense. But don't worry, the states that you live in have been sent billions and billions of dollars to help their residents. But not every state has stepped up to the plate to provide you with a relief check. So what do we do now? Well, there are several states who have stepped up to the plate to deliver you with a stimulus check rebate, either by mail or directly to your account. And it's our job to make sure that we do the research every single day to keep you updated on which states are providing stimulus checks. So guys, look no further. Here on the screen, I just don't want to tell you about it. I actually want to show you what is going on so that way you can see it for yourself. Let's dive on the screen. So right here on the screen, inflation relief checks worth up to $1,050 to be sent starting October, but will they actually help? And this is the most up-to-date news. Well, Sacramento, millions of Californians could be eligible for inflation relief checks up to $1,050. The checks are part of a $17 billion relief package that includes additional aid to assist with rent. But how much would it actually help? We spoke to Brittany Fisher, who is the mother of a 12-year-old boy and works 2 jobs, like several of you guys do. You work several jobs just to keep food on the table, put gas in the car, and make ends meet, which is really unfair to you. And she said, I work 8 to 5, my normal job, and then when I get off, I turn my Uber app on, says Fisher, who is spending part of her hard-earned cash on gas, only to work for more. Gas is high, and one of my jobs is driving. At the start of 2022, Governor Newsom's administration proposed an inflation check for residents. Months later, Californians who completed a 2020 tax return and make less than $75,000 a year will receive $350, $1,050 for couples, and an additional $350 per dependent. But with rising inflation, Will a decision made 6 months ago actually help now? So the biggest question being asked by many of you viewers is, how much money am I actually going to get in my bank account, and when am I going to get it, and why hasn't my state already sent them out? Well, several states like this state has been in a 6-month process, really looking and fine-tuning the amount to send to their residents based on the amount that they have in the relief package. And several people have been demanding and asking for more money due to the rise of inflation really hitting record heights. And yet again, it still seems like it's not enough due to the high gas prices, high grocery prices. In fact, it just costs so much to live now, and we're just not making enough money. So reading on, there are several things in this article here that just really lay out the whole thing, that like gas prices have gone down, but other costs have gone up. And yet again, you and I can agree that going to the grocery store has not been a picnic. Yes, it hasn't been a picnic just because it costs so much. So yet again, we have to rely on our government and this country that we live in to adjust those prices to make them more affordable. So now, states that are sending out relief checks, many people say, well, when am I going to get it? And right here on the screen, inflation relief checks, when will you get yours? And this information is most up to date. And this is something that several people who are literally trying to just live life with the daily essentials are struggling each day. And that's why this stimulus check is so important. And that's why we bring this news, so that way you guys know exactly what is going on. So we read about California, so let's read about Colorado. Well, qualifying individuals in Colorado will receive $750 for single. Joint filers are eligible for a $1,500 as part of the Colorado cashback tax rebate. Those who file their taxes by June 30th will receive their payments by the end of September. So if you filed your taxes and you live in Colorado and you filed them by June 30th, then get ready, because by the end of September, you will be seeing a check hit your account. Those who meet the October 17th deadline extension will see their checks before the end of the year. And this is something that if you did file taxes, if you did, you had a low amount that you made for the year, then you need to take advantage of the $750 for single filers and the $1,500 for joint. So definitely jump on that. Now, Delaware has been one that has said that they've sent out $300 payments to every adult resident in the state, including some who didn't even file taxes, which I think that that's how it should be. In fact, I think every state should send out these stimulus checks to adult residents, even if you didn't file taxes, because several people are in need of financial relief right now. And yet again, only helping those that file taxes doesn't help everyone, and we're supposed to be helping everyone. So Florida is sending out the $450 per qualifying child tax rebate, and yet again, this was already done back a month ago, but they keep putting this here on the list, and I just want to let you guys know. So Georgia is giving out $250 for single filers, $375 for the head of household filers, and $500 for joint filers in May. Now, this information here is the most up to date, and there is actually more stimulus money coming to those that live in Georgia. So for the remainder part of the year, those checks will continue to be sent out to Americans. Hawaii, last week, they sent out $300 to their residents. Anyone earning more will get $100. The government will start issuing rebates in the last week of August. So by now, if you live in Hawaii, you should have already received your stimulus check. But let us know down in the comments if you've actually received it. Idahoans and each of their dependents will receive the greater amount of $75 or 12% of their 2020 income. The state started making $25,000 payments per week in the last week of March. Direct payments go first, with those receiving checks getting their payments a little bit later. So yet again, several of these states have sent them out at an earlier time, but what I've seen and the information I've gathered is that they're still sending them out until the end of the year. So Illinois, again, was sending checks out last week, and they are getting them out and trying to roll everything out by September 12th. So you should be seeing those checks hit your bank account. Indiana has been sending out checks and even some of my family members have already gotten them, and they will continue to send out $125 rebates to tax filers throughout the remainder of the year, $400 for joint filers. So then you have the state of Maine, $850 rebates to qualifying residents, and yes, they did receive their payments the first week of June. But here's the thing, most people that receive their payments by mid-July, but there are some residents who have until October 31st to file their tax returns to qualify for the rebate. So that is still an ongoing process, and if you haven't filed your taxes yet, then by October 31st you need to get that done so you can take advantage of the $850 for single filers and $1,700 for joint. New Jersey again is on the list to help the homeowners out by sending them up to $1,500, and this program will begin next year, but you have to act quickly so that way you can take advantage of that rebate. So now moving on to New Mexico, they approved up to $1,500 for their residents in the state, with payment amounts varying by the filing status and the income. But what I've known is that they've sent 3 checks out, and you should have already gotten your check because they sent that one towards the end of August. So you should be seeing it now, but let us know down in the comments below. So now 2 more states on the list. South Carolina, they have approved payments up to $800 for those who file their returns by October 17th. So again, another deadline that you have to make sure that you get your taxes filed so that way you can get a payment before the end of the year. Take advantage of that $800 in South Carolina. And last but not least, I'm sorry West Virginia is not on the list, but Virginia has stepped up to the plate and giving those qualifying Virginians will receive a one-time payment of $250 for individuals and $500 for joint couples. Those who filed by July 1st will receive their payments by the end of October. All residents must file by November 1st to receive the rebate. So again, another deadline, and what they're doing is they're trying to look at all your taxes that you've done and then determine how much money you're going to get based off those taxes. And the saddest thing to me is that what if you didn't file taxes? And so guys, I truly believe with all my heart that everyone should be receiving a stimulus check, because the inflation that we've had to deal with, the pandemic that we're still dealing with, has really kind of put a downturn on the economy. In fact, they're saying that we're going into a recession because there's no other way to fix what's already been happening. So yes, stimulus checks would be a huge monumental help to several and millions of Americans. So guys, let me know if you're in favor of a stimulus check. Again guys, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you watching this channel. Your love and support means the world to us. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos to come. And until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace!